to invite everyone. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be part of our growing family. So, sino pa po ba ang hindi KarFF dito? Sino pa po ba ang hindi subscribe sa aming YouTube channel? If you are not yet part of our growing family, please subscribe po to our YouTube channel. Just simply scan the QR code in your screen right now. Take a screenshot of this slide. Balikan nyo po after this training. Or you can just simply search Rampver Financials sa YouTube. Okay? So, stay updated with the market updates, market insights. Alam naman po natin, palagi pong may nangyayari, palagi pong may bago, palagi pong may nangyayari sa market natin. So, get updated po with us. So, product recommendations, personal finance tips, growth and life development tips, at marami pa pong iba. So, sana po talaga makasubscribe kayo sa YouTube channel namin. And also, personally, I have multiple videos na po dito sa YouTube channel namin. And as you can see here, from time to time, we upload videos exclusively for IMG members only. Kitang-kita nyo po yan dyan. Kaya hopefully sana po maka-subscribe na po yung mga hindi pa subscribe. And moving on po, marami pa pong mga YouTube channel ang lalabas po dyan. Mga YouTube videos na lalabas po dyan. And also mga exclusive for IMG members. So lalo na po sa mga bagong members na nandito. So ito po mga videos na nasa YouTube namin. Maganda po ito para sa inyo, para mas maintindihan nyo po kung ano po ba itong investments na pinasok natin. Paano ba natin yan ibabagay nga sa ating mga goals and objectives. So maganda rin po simulan po natin yan. Okay? So ito po, this just came in. Alam naman po natin there's something happening in the Western countries. Specifically, that's Ukraine and Russia. So meron po nangyayaring ganyan. Panigurado po, meron po mga nag-i-invest sa atin sa global and meron na mga investor na dito na medyo natatakot, hindi naintindihan kung anong nangyayari, paano ba ito makaka-apekto sa investment natin. So ito po, I suggest you guys watch this video. So ito po, very short video lang po ito, not even 20 minutes, so that we can understand how the war or the supposed to be, or hopefully not na maging war talaga. So paano ba ito nakaka-apekto sa investment natin, sa market natin, ano ba yung dapat nating strategy na gawin dito despite na merong ganito, para we know what to expect, we know how to position. So bottom line po, para po maintindihan natin kung ano ang nangyayari at kung paano ito makaka-epekto sa investment natin. So just visit our YouTube channel, makikita nyo na po yan dyan. Or just simply search Rex Mendoza, lalabos po agad dyan. Okay? So just to formally introduce our company, so very quickly lang po ito. Sino po ba si Rampver Financial? Sino po ba itong company na you are doing business with? So it's very important din na kailangan kilala niyo po si Rampver. Ano ba talaga yung ginagawa natin? Okay, so siyempre kami yung investment partner niyo, hindi po ba? So let's dig deep po dyan. Okay, so Rampver is the most complete open architecture company in the financial services industry. Ang tawag nga po sa amin ay one-stop shop. And adding to that, we are also the biggest distributor of mutual fund investments in the country. At partner po natin ang IMG or International Marketing Group. Kami po ang product provider when it comes to mutual fund investing and stock trading platform, which is MyTrade. So everything regarding investments dito po sa IMG is with Rampver Financials. So kapag investment po yung concerns nyo, yung inquiries nyo, yung kailangan nyo, so ang go-to guy po natin ay si Rampver Financials. So that's our partnership. And in fact, si IMG po yung one of our biggest client base sa aming pong mga partners. That's why kita-kita nyo po kung paano po namin kayo alagaan, paano namin kayo pag-servisyuhan sa aming pong grupo. Napakarami po namin sinerservisan, di ba? Iba't ibang lupalop po yan ng mundo, kalat na kalat po kami para sa inyo. So that's Rampver Financials and that's IMG in terms of our relationship. Okay. So ngayon, simulan na po natin ang usapan ng investment. Okay, so just checking in the attendees, nasa 600 attendees na po tayo. So welcome po sa mga bagong pasok. So ngayon, simulan na po natin ang usapang investment. So unang-una po, before anything else, the first thing to consider, bakit tayo mag-i-invest? Kailangan pong tanungin natin para saan ito. Bakit tayo mag-i-invest? Ano ang goal natin sa investment to? So ako po, I'll ask this with a question. What are your financial dreams? Ano po yung mga pangarap nyo? Ano po yung goal nyo sa buhay na inaasam-asam nyo? Panigurado naman po, lahat po tayo may mga pangarap sa buhay. Hindi po ba? So specifically, we have financial goals or financial lahat po tayo dadaan sa phase na ito na may retire na magre-retire na tayo where we cannot work anymore, we don't earn money anymore. Paano po tayo makasurvive for the rest of our life? So that's why it's to have this in our goals. So number one din po dapat yung retirement fund. Paano mangyayari sa atin kapag dumating na po tayo sa point na yon? So ayan po yung number one na common financial goal. Number two, educational fund. Siyempre bilang parents, di ba? Bilang ate, kuya, tito, tita, ninong or ninang, gusto man po natin na mapag-aral yung mga bata sa pinakamagagandang paaralan, di po ba? We just want to give them the best the world can offer. Pero ang problema, di ba? Hindi lang po mga bilihin ang mumamahal ngayon. Pati po ang matrikula, di ba? Pamahal na ng pamahal. So come to think of it, ang college life po ng isang tao, nasa around 20s po yan. Di ba? So imagine we have more than 20 years or we have 20 years po para mapag-prepare itong educational fund na ito. So that's why maganda rin po talaga nagsisimula pa konti-konti, kahit maliit lang po, ang kapartner po kasi natin dito ay time. Number 3, dream house, dream lot, and dream car. Number 4, travel funds. So maraming travels po ang naudlot because of the pandemic, hindi po ba? Pero ngayon, pa konti-konti rin. So nakakabalik na po tayo, nakapag-travel na tayo, nakakalabas-labas na tayo, nakapunta tayo sa mga beach o kung saan-saan man. So ito rin po, one important din dito, as you can see here, may retirement, educational fund, dream house, di ba, pang matagalan po yan. So they are considered as long-term investment. Meron din po tayong mga short-term investment na tinatawag. So example po niyan ay travel funds. So ito po, hindi po kailangan ng malaki, hindi rin kailangan ng isang biglaan to. Ang maganda po talaga dito yung commitment o yung pakonti-konti nating ginagawa sa travel funds, di ba? Ako po, just to share, me and my girlfriend po, the start of the pandemic, so we started our own travel funds. Nagtatabi-tabi lang po kami doon pa 1,000 peso, 2,000 peso, 500 pesos monthly. So ang important po, every month talagang nagpapasok kami sa travel funds namin. So ngayong panahon na hindi pa talaga pwede, naka-lockdown pa, tuloy-tuloy lang, nag-i-invest lang kami sa mga short-term investment na mga tinatawag nating money market funds na mas kumikita compared sa regular savings account. So ang mga time horizon lang po dyan, 6 months, 1 year, so tuloy-tuloy lang po yan. So ngayong pumasok po ang ating tinatawag nga na nasa alert level 1 na tayo, medyo maluwag na. So syempre, di ba, may pondo, meron pong naipon na pwedeng bunutin for our travel purposes. So pwede rin po yan, hindi pa rin late para magsimula. So di ba, nagsisimula pa lang din lumuwag na maluwag. So this is a good thing to consider din sa portfolio niyo. Mga short-term investment, kung mahilig po kayong mag-travel, mahilig kayong gumala, so consider this one as well. Okay, so number 5 is fund for future businesses. So di ba, ito po yung mga common financial dreams ang meron tayo. Di ba, ayan naman ang mentality natin. Lagi tayong may gusto ko niyan, balang araw, ganito ako, may sarili akong sasakyan. Ang tanong, kailan po natin yan makukuha? And that's the second thing to consider. Sabi nga po ni Boss Rex, goals without deadlines are just dreams. Di ba? Ayun po lagi natin sinasabi. Gusto ko ng sariling bahay, gusto ko ng sariling kotse, barang araw, pupunta ako sa Hong Kong, pupunta ako sa Korea, magta-travel ako with my wife, with my family. Pero ang tanong po, kailan? So sinasabi po dito ni Ms. Rex Mendoza, our boss, si Boss Rex, goals without deadlines are just dreams. So we have to put deadlines po sa mga dreams natin na yan. Otherwise, pananggilid lang po yan, mga pangarap lang po yan. Okay, kung totoong goal po yan, it must have a deadline. Okay, and this is the second thing to consider. How long are you planning to invest? Ano yung time horizon mo? Ano yung investment term? Is it a short-term investment? Is it a long-term investment? Are you investing for just 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Or long-term ba yan? 5 years or more? So that's the second thing to consider. Okay, time horizon. Number 1 is your goal and number 2 is your time horizon. Gaano katagal tayo mag-i-invest? Ito yung goal mo, kailan mo gusto ma-achieve yan. Okay, very important. That's the first 2 points po when it comes to investing. Ayan yung 2 consideration. Okay? Now, moving forward, we have 3 financial stages in life. Ito po yung yugto sa buhay nating mga tao. Diba? Unang-una, man at work. This is the system, ganito na po talaga tayo. Kailangan natin kumayod, kailangan natin kumita ng pera para meron po tayo mailagay sa pagkainan natin. Hindi po ba? So ganyan yung sistema, mag-aaral, pagka-graduate, hahanap ng trabaho, mag-negosyo, maghahanap ng pagkakakitaan. Bottom line is we need to provide for our family. And bottom line din po, lahat naman tayo consumer, di ba? Lahat po tayo gumagastos, lahat tayo bumibili ng iba't ibang produkto at serbisyo para po mabuhay dito sa mundo. That's why kailangan natin kumayod, kailangan natin kumita ng pera. The problem is, majority po sa atin naiipit sa first stage o dun sa level 1 natin. Hindi na po nakagraduate sa level 2, sa level 3. Talagang man at work lang po, umaasa lang sa sariling katawan, sariling knowledge, sariling time, sariling skills. Little did we know, our money can also work for us pala. So imagine, di ba, 20 years na, 30 years na, may mga kakilala po tayo, kamag-anak, kababayan na 60 years old na, 70 years old na, talagang may mga sakit na, talagang tuloy-tuloy pa rin, kumakayod pa rin, kahit hirap na sila. It's because umaasa lang po sila sa single stream of income. So meron po tayong man and money at work. Our money can also work for us. They can go overtime. In fact, 24/7 po yan. Walang reklamo, walang tigil, hindi napapagod. 24/7 po yan. And that's what we call investments, di ba? Our money works for us. Sabi nga po nila, kung hindi tayo makakahanap ng ways para kumita po ng pera, nang tayo natutulog. Habang natutulog tayo, we also have to earn money. So kung hindi po tayo makakahanap ng other streams of income, we have to work for the rest of our life. That's why it's really important to have investments po sa ating portfolio. Okay, so this is very important. This is the level 2. So the second stage. And after that, once na you put up enough investments, iba't iba na po yan. Imagine may mga apartments ka na, may mga condominiums ka na for rent, may mga financial assets ka na, like mutual funds, meron kang investment sa REITs in the future, invested ka sa stocks nila Jollibee and nila Globe, may capital appreciation, may dividends na binibigay every quarter, di ba? May businesses ka pang ginawa, may mga sideline, mga investments na ginawa mo yan, ang daming income streams, ang daming pumapasok na pera. So there will come a time na you can now sit down, you can now rest, you can be out of the picture na. So pwede na akong magpahinga. Okay na itong mga investment ko. They are earning more than what I need. I can now rest. So ayan po yung tinatawag na financial freedom natin, di ba? Ayan po yung money at work. So that's the third stage. Iiwanan mo na lahat ng mga pinundar mo. You will be out of the picture now. So again, that's the financial freedom po na tinatawag. Perfect picture ng retirement life, hindi po ba? Okay, so that's the 3 financial stages in life. And now, since you are here, you are a member of IMG. IMG made you an investor already. So technically, lahat po tayo dito nasa level 2 na. Man and money at work na. So the next thing po na kailangan natin gawin, IMG started this investment for you, di ba? May automatic 1,000 investment po kayo. So ngayon, kailangan na lang po natin yan ituloy-tuloy. Kailangan po natin palaguin yan para po ma-achieve po natin itong mga goals natin, itong perfect picture ng 3 financial stages in life at yung perfect picture nga ng financial freedom. Okay, moving forward, syempre, pag-usapan naman po natin yung savings. Ano po ang invest natin kung wala tayong savings? Hindi po ba? So that's very important as well. So dapat may emergency fund tayo before investing. Otherwise po, wag po nating i-invest lahat, di ba? So dapat may tinitira tayo, may tinatago tayo. So pag-usapan lang po natin ng kauntian itong savings. Ano po ba yung savings? Ano ba yung tamang way ng pag-iipon? So ito po yung old savings formula na tinatawag, and kadalasan ito pa rin po at ang ginagawa ng ng mga tao. So this is wrong, mali po itong way na ito. So this is the old savings formula. Income minus expenses is equals to savings and investment. So pag po kasi ganito yung routine natin, para po nga nangyayari ay we're living from paycheck to paycheck. Kikita tayo ng 20,000 monthly, bayad ng kuryente, tubig, internet, pagkain, allowances, yung matitira, ito yung sa ipon natin. So di ba pag ganun po, parang ang tight, parang ang hirap ma-achieve yung mga goal natin, ang hirap makapag-ipon kapag ganun. So sabi po ni Mr. Warren Buffett, so he is the greatest investor in the history of mankind. Sabi niya, do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. So to illustrate, ganito po yan. So income minus savings and investment is equals to expenses. Panigurado naman po, naririnig nyo na yung kasabihan o yung phrase na pay yourself first, hindi po ba? Pay yourself first, bayaran mo muna yung sarili mo. Hindi po yan yung kapag sumweldo tayo ay bibili na natin yung naka-add to cart sa Shopee natin o sa Lazada. O kapag kumita tayo ng pera, gigimik, magpapakain, magpapainom, pay yourself first, di ba? I deserve this. Ayan po yung lagi sinasabi. Hindi po siya technically ganun. Kung ganun po yung gagawin natin, wala rin po tayo may ganito. Bayaran po muna natin yung sarili natin before we spend on anything na hindi naman natin kailangan. Before we spend sa mga unnecessary. Bayaran po muna natin yung sarili natin. Di ba? We work hard for this. Nag-overtime tayo, kumayod tayo sa loob ng isang buwan, nagtrabaho tayo. So bago po natin gastusin yung mga pera natin, ubusin natin sa kung saan-saan lang, magtabi po muna tayo para sa atin. Bayaran mo muna yung sarili mo. Savings and investment. So ang practice po dyan, at least 20%. So pag kumita ka from 20,000, 20% doon itabi mo na for your savings and investment at yung matitira will go to your expenses. So ayan po yung discipline na tinatawag, di ba? So talagang magtitipid po tayo, pagkakasyahin natin kung ano yung nandyan. So may kasabihan nga tayo dito sa mga Pilipino, di ba? Kapag maiksi ang kumot, matutong mamaluktot. Parang ganyan po yan. So that's the discipline na tinatawag. And this is the new savings formula. So hopefully po itong savings formula na ito na narinig nyo pala ngayon o ginagawa nyo na siya before or narinig nyo na siya before. So hopefully po para po sa hindi pa gumagawa nito, please try it. So ito po talaga yung best approach and best way para po makapag-ipon tayo. And I hope this will help. Tuloy-tuloy lang po natin, okay? So ngayon naman, where do we put our savings? Ito rin ang isa pang problema sa ating mga Pilipino, di po ba? Kadalasan po, talagang kadalasan yung pera nasa savings account lang. So ngayon, ang tanong, nasaan po nga yan? Where do you put your savings? Nasa savings account natin yan. Hindi na naman uso yung naglalagay sa cabinet, sa ilalim ng unan, o kung saan-saan man sa bahay, di ba? So ngayon po, digital na tayo, nasa 21st century na tayo, we save it in banks. Ngayon, usong-uso na rin yung online bankings. And ngayon naman, where do we spend our money? Saan natin ginagastos yung pera natin? So syempre, as a consumer, we spend our money sa mga pagkain na nagpo-provide po niyan. Sila San Miguel Food and Corporation, Jollibee, Pure Gold, utilities, ayan po yung mga pangangailangan din natin tulad ng tubig, kay Maynilad, Meralco, PLDT, Globe, and Petron, entertainment, SM Ayala Malls, and Robinson. So this is where we spend our money. Ito naman po, the saver and consumer dilemma. May problema din pala. Panigurado po sa mga may pera dyan, sa mga maraming pera, may mga na pera sa bangko. Panigurado po na problema rin kayo. Ano bang gagawin dito? Saan ba dapat itong ilagay? At yung mga kumikita naman po ng marami dyan, panigurado problema din po yan. So isa rin yung problema ng mayaman, yung deployment. Paano mo ilalatag? Ikakalat yung pera mo. Di ba? Ang ganda pong klaseng problema ng ganyan. So ngayon, ito yung saver and consumer dilemma na tinatawag. So di ba? Majority naman po sa ating mga Pilipino, kadalasan nasa savings account yung pera. Pero may problema po dito. Do we know how the bank works? Alam po ba natin anong negosyo nila? So di ba? Ito po, just to illustrate, for sure, some of you know this already, but I would like to discuss it again. Baka po mas maintindihan natin. So how does the bank works? So di ba tayo as a depositor will get a 1% interest rate from our deposited money. And imagine po, gano'ng karami ang nag-deposit sa mga banks. And ngayon, ano yung major source of income ng banks? Ano po yung negosyo nila? They lend money. Nagpapautang po sila ng pera. Ayan yung mga car loan, business capital loan, house loan. At ngayon, ang question, kanino po pupunta yung interest na makukuha po ng bangko dito? So, di ba? Papautangin po nila yan. Magkano yung percentage na ipapatong? For example, yung interest rate is 8%. So, example lang po yan, okay? At ngayon, yung 7% na kikitain po dito, yung net, kanino po pupunta? So, siyempre, sa banks yan, sa mga owner. And the question is, kanino pong pera ang ginagamit ng banks para magpautang? So, siyempre, sa depositor po yan. Sa dinami-dami ng nakasave sa banks, siyempre, may portion po sila doon na pwedeng paikutin, pwedeng pagkakitaan. At ngayon, as a depositor, meron po tayong withholding tax na 20%. So yung 1% ng deposit rate po natin will be taxed pa ng withholding tax. So I think that's 20%. So di ba? Imaginein po natin yun. So don't get me wrong here. I'm not discouraging everyone to put your money in the bank. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to convince everyone not to put everything in a single bank account. So that's my point po dito sa slide na ito. There's nothing wrong with savings. There's nothing wrong with opening a savings account as long as you're not putting everything in that single deposit account. So ayun po ang problema. Kadalasan po kasi ganyan yung nangyayari. So we must diversify our money. Dapat po nakakalat yan. Kapag po ganyan yung practice natin, di ba, wala pong mangyayari sa pera. Tulog po yung pera. At meron pa po tayong inflation na kalaban. Ito po yung tinatawag, later on dadaanan po natin yan. Okay, so ideally po, the best approach po dito when it comes to savings account. So this is considered as emergency funds. And we must put at least 6 to 12 or let's say 3 to 6 at the very least. 3 to 6 months worth of our gross income must be in a savings bank account para po sa emergency purposes. Emergency fund. So imagine po, may nangyari, nagka-problema, wala tayong emergency fund. So di ba? Saan po tayo kukuha? Saan tayo pupulot ng pera? Kapag naman lahat ng pera natin nandiyan lang sa emergency fund, nasa bangko, di ba? Parang sayang yung pagkakataon, sayang yung oras, sayang yung opportunity na kaupo lang yung pera natin diyan, di ba? For sure, ito po yung mga realization niya. Okay. So again, going back, imagining po natin, the pandemic happened, may mga nawalan ng trabaho, may mga nasirang negosyo, walang emergency fund. Ano po ang nangyari? Nangungutang po sila sa mga kakilala, kamag-anak, kaibigan, so nawalan pa rin ng trabaho, nawalan ng negosyo, hindi makapagbayad. Ano ang nangyari? Pinakamasakit po sa lahat. They have to sell their assets para lang mabuhay, para makasurvive. So wag na po nating antayin yun, hindi po ba? So that's why may ganda talaga may emergency fund tayo na mapupuno. Kadalasan din po, anong nangyayari? Yung mga investment funds, yung mga committed sa goal nila, talagang naubos po yung emergency fund, hindi na nila, wala nang mapagbunutan, wala nang mapagkuhanan to the point na they have to even redeem their investment funds. So that's why it's very important to have an emergency fund. So again, 3 to 6 months po at the very least po yan. But I think it depends po sa comfort zone o sa risk appetite din ng isang tao. That's what I learned in this industry. Kadalasan po yung mga millennials like me, mga nasa 20s, early 20s, late 20s, kadalasan po yung emergency fund nila worth 1 month, 2 months, 3 months lang, okay na sila. Di ba? Mga aggressive pa kasi po pag mga nasa ganitong edad, gusto nila nakakalat pa yung pera. So napapansin ko naman, mga middle age na or mga malapit na sa retirement, meron silang malaking emergency fund na worth 9 months or 1 year ng kanilang gross income. So ito po, nakadepende po yan sa comfort level nyo. Okay? But the practice is at least 3 to 6 months. Okay, so moving on to our next slide. Ngayon naman, what to do with our money? So ito nga yung problema. Ano ba ang gagawin dyan? So di ba, ito ang problema nga po ng mga yaman. And hindi lang naman po ito sa mayayaman. Kahit yung kumikita lang ng pera na regular. Ano ba yung gagawin natin sa pera? Ako po, I realize 3 things lang po ang pwede natin gawin sa pera. Kikita tayo ng pera, andyan yung pera na sa palad natin. Anong gagawin natin dito sa pera na to? Anong options natin dito? Unang-una, we can save our money. Itong kinita nating pera, pwedeng itago mo na lang lahat. Huwag mo nang gastusin, di ba? Itago mo na lang. So we can save our money. Or second option natin, pwede natin gastusin yung pera natin. Ito yung kinita mong pera, gastusin natin lahat, di ba? Ito yung kinita mong pera, gastusin natin lahat. Bumili tayo ng kung anong kailangan natin, pagkain, damit, luxuries natin, kung anong mga kailangan natin o gusto natin. We can spend our money. And number 3, we can invest our money. Pwede nating pagkakitaan ulit yung pera natin. Only 3 things po yan. So di ba, ang sarap sa pakiramdam na kumikita ka ng pera and hindi tayo gumagastos. Punta lang ng punda sa savings, punta lang ng punda sa investment. So we have to balance this. Ito po yung sa cycle o yung pagpasok and paglabas ng pera natin. So di ba dapat may portion tayong sinesave, may portion na ini-spend, may portion na ini-invest. Hindi naman magandang itago lahat yung pera, hindi rin magandang i-invest lahat yung pera, hindi rin magandang gastusin lang lahat yung pera. We have to put balance po dito. So ngayon po, kung nakikita nyo yan, nasan po ba kayo? Nasang part kayo? Nandito ba kayo sa spend, save lang? O pwedeng nandito kayo sa save and invest lang, wala masyadong spending. Kasi naka-work from home setup, hindi masyado lumalabas. So, di ba? Ganyan po, okay? So, I hope you realize something po in this slide. So, moving forward, ano naman yung investment? So, ito pong investment, this can be very complicated to our ears at first. Kaya yung iba, pag nakakarinig investment, paano ba yan? Ano ba yan? Kikita ba dyan yung pera ko? Safe ba yan? So, alamin po natin, ano ba talaga yung investment? So sa madaling salita po, just two keywords po dito. Two keywords about investment. It generates income or it appreciates in the future. So ayan lang po yan. Ang investment, it generates income or it appreciates in the future. For example, Morgan, bumili ako ng iPhone 13 Pro Max. Asset yan, 70,000 ang bili ko sa Power Mac. Morgan, investment ba itong iPhone 13 Pro Max ko? So it depends po on how you use it. Kung ito pong iPhone 13 Pro Max natin, nagtitiktok lang po tayo, selfie lang tayo, Facebook, Instagram, hindi po yan investment. So hindi naman niya mag-appreciate in the future, di ba? And also, it's not generating income for you naman, di ba? But if we use this iPhone 13 Pro Max, nagpapaload tayo, nagva-vlog tayo, nag-online selling tayo, maganda yung camera, di ba? So ngayon po, it generates income for you. It's a tool na you are using to generate income. Therefore, it is an investment. Okay, so ganoon lang po kasimple. Ganoon lang po kadali. Number two, it appreciates in the future. Ano ba yung mga asset na nag-appreciate in the future? For example, ayan po yung mga land, building, antiques, coins. Ngayon, ano na, may jewelries din tayo, precious metals, yung mga precious coins din, di ba? Yung mga jewelries. Ngayon, NFTs, ayan yung bagong nauuso. So, ganyan lang po yung investment. Napakadali lang po. Okay, so two reasons why we should invest. Ngayon naman, bakit ko ba kailangan mag-invest? Bakit hindi ko nalang itago yung pera ko lahat sa bangko? Bakit pa ako mag-invest? Aside from sa mga nasabi ko kanina, so ito po yung two reasons why we should invest. This is the two main reasons bakit tayo mag-invest. Unang-una po is to beat the inflation. Ito po yung sinasabi ko kanina. Ano ba yung inflation rate, Morgan? Ano ba yung inflation? Ano bang epekto na? Panigurado po, apektado tayo lahat dito. Ramdam po natin lahat ang inflation. Sa madaling salita po, inflation, ito po ang pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin at ng serbisyo. Magkano na po ang pamasahe ngayon? Di ba, nito pong 2020, 2021, nagtaasan po ang presyo ng pork. Dati daw, pag kakain tayo ng baboy, nakaka-high blood. Ngayon po, di ba, nakaka-high blood na halos lahat ng presyo. Lahat po ang mahal-mahal na, ang gastos na. That's why sinusulong nga po sa government natin yung increase sa presyo, di ba? Kasi alam natin, talaga ang mahal po ng bilihin ngayon. Parang lahat po nagmahal na talaga. Yung gasolina, ayan po yung isang factor, yung pinaka first point na naramdam natin. Di ba, doble na po yung diesel ngayon. Parang mas gugustuhin mo ng maggasolina ngayon. Yung diesel po natin, doble na ngayon. 80 pesos na per liter. So that's inflation. Ang inflation rate po natin in average sa Philippines is 2 to 3%. So imagine po, every month, 2 to 3% po ang inflation rate. Pataas ng 2 to 3% ang bilihin natin. So imagine po natin yan, para yung invisible tax. Kinakain yung value ng pera natin. Dati yung 100 piso mo itong mabibili. Ngayon, ano nang mabibili ng 100 pesos natin, di ba? Ang nipis na ng 100 pesos. Parang hindi na masyado ramdam. So ngayon, this happened. Tumaas po ang presyo ng langis. And it's expected, pag tumaas ang presyo ng langis, parang apektado na lahat. So our last inflation rate, I think it's around 3 to 4%. And it is expected na tumaas po this coming months. Okay, so that's inflation rate. That's why we need to invest. We need to beat the inflation rate. Kung ang pera po natin nasa bangko earning 0.06% interest rate, talon-talo po tayo sa inflation rate. Kinakain po yung pera natin. Number 2 is to achieve our financial goals. So ito po yung mga specific financial goals natin. Like yung mga napag-usapan natin kanina. Ayan yung mga retirement fund, dream house, dream car, educational fund, etc. So, kadalasan, mag-i-invest ako para kumita ng pera. Yes, ganyan talaga yan. But it has to be more than that. Bakit mo gustong kumita ng pera? Para saan yan? So, ayun po yung real deal dito. It has to be specified. Kung nag-i-invest lang po tayo para kumita ng pera, What if ito nangyari, may war, may pandemic, hindi kumikita ang market ngayon, bumagsak ang market, so kukunin mo na yung pera mo dahil hindi kumikita. So see, that's a two different mindset po, two different approach. Ngayon, bumabagsak ang market, may war, yan nangyayari. Bakit? Kung ang goal mo, retirement fund, educational fund, dream house, magre-retire na ba po ba tayo ngayon? Ngayon na ba yung dream house natin? Kailangan mo na ba ngayon? Gusto mo na ba makuha yung dream house mo? Ngayon na ba mag-aaral si Junior? Di ba? Hindi pa naman po. So kapag po ganun yung mindset natin, ganun yung goal setting natin, kita-kita po natin na ibang-iba po yung approach dito. That's why it must be specified. We invest to achieve our financial goals. Okay, moving forward. Challenges in investing. So, syempre, lahat naman may risk. Even crossing the street, there are risk. So, lahat po may risk yan. So, may challenges po tayo dito. Unang-una ay disiplina. So, marami po nag-aakala when it comes to personal finance, when it comes to investing, it has to be technical. The real answer po dyan, the real thing po dyan, it's not technical. Investing or personal finance is 80% behavioral, 20% technical only. Hindi po natin kailangan maging malabos Rex, Warren Buffett, Marvin Hermo sa kagalingan sa charts, sa pag-analyze ng market, sa pag-analyze ng mga financial statements. Hindi po natin kailangan maging magaling talaga sa mathematics. Ang kailangan po talaga natin dito ay disiplina. Para po yung pag-workout, kailangan po committed, kailangan po consistent, kailangan may disiplina po tayo. Di ba hindi naman tayo mag-workout ng isang araw lang, hindi tayo magja-jogging ng isang araw lang. So ano pong mangyayari pag ganyan? So di ba it has to be a commitment. So process po yan, hindi po natin makukuha yung body goals natin, yung fitness goals goal natin in a very short time. So kailangan natin ng disiplina dito. Ayan po ang pinakakakampi, ayan po ang pinakakailangan natin when it comes to investing. Discipline, that's number one. Number two, finding the right investment suited for you, your financial goals, and your capabilities. Another challenge. Sobrang dami pong investment sa financial market. The question is, saan ko ilalagay itong investment ko? Saan ba ako dapat mag-invest? Ano ba yung nababagay sa atin? That's why we have to match our goals and objectives sa investment na pipiliin natin. So how to know if an investment matches you? So number three, we have to know our risk profile or yung risk appetite. So this is the three things to consider. So una, goal. Number two is your time horizon. Number three is your risk appetite. So di ba, conservative ka pala. Ayaw mo sa mga medyo malikot na investment na medyo may volatility. Nag-invest ka sa highly aggressive investment. Pinasok mo yung 100,000 mo. Pumasok yung gera, bumagsak ng 20%. Patay, nalugi agad ng 20%. Di ba? So that's why we have to consider the risk involved din po dito. Kung nag-invest po tayo sa conservative funds lang, mga short-term funds, the war happened, we don't expect that kind of loss. So at I think maximum po niyan siguro 2 to 3% lang ang drop or worst 5% lang, di ba? Kita natin conservative lang yung movement. So ito po yung risk profile. May tinatawag tayong risk and reward trade-off, di ba? So risk and reward trade-off. Yung mga mabababa ang risk. Siyempre, lower risk, lower returns din yan. Savings natin, wala namang risk yan. Walang risk involved yan. Sumunod tayo ng time deposit, di ba? Tumaas yung rate, mas tumaas din yung risk. Sumunod tayo sa fixed income investment, sa mga bonds, tuloy-tuloy lang po natin yan. Conservative na mutual funds, aggressive na mutual funds, graduate na tayo, stock market na. Di ba? Pwede kang malugi ng 10% sa isang araw. And susunod dyan, cryptocurrencies. Paggising mo, may kaubos na yung pera natin. So that's why may risk and reward trade-off po yan. That's why we have to determine kung saan tayo mag-i-invest. So ano ba yung mga risk profile? Unang-una, conservative, may moderate, and may aggressive. So we have to know kung anong klaseng investor po tayo. So if you don't know it yet, so just visit our website, rampver.com/risk-profile. So meron po tayo diyang quick na questionnaire para makita po natin kung anong klaseng investor tayo. So very quick lang po yan, wala naman pong grading system. Okay, so just visit our website. So just checking in the attendees, 960 plus na po pala tayo. So welcome po sa mga bagong pasok. And I hope po you're learning from me. And thank you for making me part of your day. I know some of you guys are working right now. Nakikinig po. And I hope may napulot po kayo, marami po kayong matutunan. Okay. So ngayon naman, saktong-sakto po, ito na, mutual funds na yung pag-uusapan natin. Ano ba talaga yung mutual funds and how it works? Okay, so don't worry, I won't discuss this in a very technical way. I will discuss this in a very easy way. So pinakamadaling way po yan. So mutual funds is an investment company that pulls money together from different investors. Mutual fund po, investment company sila. Iniipon nila yung pera na nanggaling sa iba't ibang investor. And they will invest it in various investment vehicles, most commonly stocks or bonds. Yung tinipon na pera ng mutual fund company, i-invest po nila yan sa iba't ibang investment instruments, following the policies and objectives of the company. Okay. Yes, sir. Galing mong mag-discuss. Wow, thank you, Ma'am Gina, for the positive feedback. So, moving on po, how does it work? Paano ba gumagana ang mutual funds? So, to illustrate, again, mutual fund is an investment company at iniipon po nila yung pera ng investor. Let's say, merong 4 na investors dito, meron silang investable funds. Binigay nila yung pera sa mutual fund company, ininvest nila. So, si mutual fund company will pool the money. Di ba? Iipunin po nila yan. And the investment will be converted into number of shares. So, hindi na po usapan ditong magkano yung investment mo. Ilang shares yung nabili mo sa investment mo. So, ayan po yung net asset value per share. Magkano ba per share yung investment na binibili mo? Sa madaling salita, para lang po yung sa lupa, di ba? Sa lupa, meron tayong square meter na tinatawag. Magkano per square meter? So, ganito lang po sa mutual funds. Meron pong net asset value per share. Okay. So, ngayon naman, yung pooled money will be invested in various investment vehicles, most commonly stocks or bonds. Sila po ang mag-i-invest dyan. So, ngayon, wala na tayo sa picture. Someone is managing our money. So, with the help of the fund manager, sila po yung professionals, sila yung experts sa larangan ng investment. Sila po yung mag-aaral saan i-invest yan. Sa stocks ba yan? Sa bonds ba yan? Magkano i-invest natin dito? Kailan tayo mag-i-invest? Kailan natin naalisin? Sila na po lahat ang gagawa niyan. Sila na po ang mamumroblema nun na magtatrabaho na. At ngayon, yung kikitain naman sa stocks and bond will go back to the pooled funds. So yung kikitain ng investment natin, ibabalik lang ulit yan doon sa inipon na pera. That's why compounding po yung earnings natin dito. And this is the most powerful nga daw po dito sa universe. Yung compounding interest, ika nga ni Mr. Albert Einstein. Compounding interest. Ito po yung pinakakampi natin dito. Ito po yung talagang pinaka-edge nitong investment, the compounding interest. So it works over time. It works over time. So how it works po ba? Paano pa ba gumagana yung compounding interest? Di ba kumita ka, nag-invest ka, kumikita yung investment mo, so patong lang yan ng patong. Imbis na ibulsa natin yung kinikita ng investment natin, hindi po, dito po ang mutual funds talagang growth po yung objective niya. Ayan talaga yung ginagawa niya, growth. So hindi po sila nagbibigay ng dividends. Ang ginagawa po nila, lahat ng kinikita nila dito, binabalik lang po nila ng binabalik. So patong-patong na po yan. We're earning on interest, on interest, on interest, on interest. Kaya imagine po natin yan in 10 years or in 20 years. Okay, so ngayon babalik yan sa investors and makukuha nila yung appreciation ng investment nila. So that's how mutual fund works. Okay, so ngayon naman, ano naman yung mga benefits of mutual fund investing? What's in it for me? Why would I invest in mutual fund investment? So ngayon naman, unang-una, Morgan, magkano ba ang kailangan ko dyan? Kailangan ba ng malaking pera para makapag-invest? We all know hindi na po ganyan yan. It's very affordable now. The minimum initial investment to start an investment account is 1,000 pesos only. Now, IMG even made it easier for you. For as low as 20 pesos, you can do top-ups already. 20 pesos po, pwede na tayong magpasok. Di ba yung bariyang natitira natin, imbis na kinakalat lang natin yan sa cabinet, hinahagis lang natin, tinatago lang, makukupit pa ng mga bata, di ba? Pwede natin ipasok, i-direction na natin dito. So it's not a matter of how much anymore. It's now a matter of, are we really going to invest and stay committed to your goal? So di ba, affordability. Ngayon nga po, kahit sino pwede na talagang mag-invest, kahit estudyante, kahit yung mga nasa minimum income lang, pwede na pong mag-invest. Anyone can invest right now. In fact, before 80s, 90s, kailangan mo ng 100,000 pesos, millions para makapag-start. Ngayon po, hindi na po ganyan. So, napakadali na pong mag-invest niya. Number 2, diversification. Saan naman naabot yung 1,000 pesos ko, Morgan? Anong mapag-i-investan ko? So, ang mutual funds po, as you can see, as you saw before, it's diversified. It's invested in stocks or bonds. It depends sa mutual fund company or the fund managers where to invest. So, ang maganda po sa mutual funds or sa funds, it is a basket of securities. Sa loob ng mutual funds, may iba't ibang stocks na po dyan. For example, around 20 to 30 stocks na po ang nasa loob ng isang mutual funds. That's why it's diversified already. Hindi na po tayo problema. Magbukas ka ng trading account, anong bibilin ko? Jollibee ba? SM ba? Globe ba? PLDT ba? Saan ako papasok? Kailan ako papasok? Kailan ako lalabas? Ano ba dapat yung target price ko? Wala na pong ganoon. It's highly diversified already. Number 3, convenience. Since it is a managed funds, you don't really need to be actively involved in this kind of investment na you have to check the market every morning. Kailangan nating bantayan yan araw-araw. No, hindi na po natin kailangan yan gawin. It is very convenient now. That's why it is called a managed fund because someone is managing your money for you and they are the professional fund manager. Sila na po ang magtatrabaho araw-araw, sila ang papasok sa opisina para aralin ang merkado, titignan po nila saan magandang mag-invest, ano ang nangyari ngayong araw na to, ano nangyayari sa US, international market, sa local market. Meron pong iba't ibang departamento yan. Ha? Hindi lang po yan basta-basta isang fund manager. Departamento po yan. Ilang tao po nag-uusap-usap, pinag-aaralan. Mga lisensyadong tao na mga CFA, ang gagaling sa mga financial terms, sa mga financial analyzation, sila po ang gumagawa niya. So imagine, we have that luxury na wala na talaga tayo. Bibigyan lang natin yung pera, someone is managing it. Someone is managing our money for us. And alam naman natin, sa regular na buhay, sa pang-araw-araw natin, parang wala na tayong oras para sa ibang bagay, di ba? Masyado na tayong consumed sa ating work, sa ating family, and yung iba nanonood ng Korean telenovela, Netflix, just kidding. So imagine po, that's why, di ba, sa bahay natin, hindi na naman, minsan kumukuha tayo ng kasambahay, kumukuha tayo ng taga-plancha, so we cannot do it anymore. Let someone do it for you. Ito talaga yung trabaho nila. Bayaran na lang natin sila. Imagine, magpapa-car wash tayo, di ba? If you do it yourself, wala kang materyales, wala kang kagamitan, wala kang experience, wala kang training. Kung magka-car wash tayo, it will take us 1 hour, 2 hours, hindi pa maganda, madumi pa. If dalhin po natin yan sa car wash, may equipment sila, trained sila, in a matter of 30 minutes, tapos yan. Di ba? Let someone do it for you. Let the professionals do it for you. Even, lalo na po ngayon na mahirap, hindi talaga natin kaya, wala tayong oras. That's one of the best luxury when it comes to mutual fund investing. Number 5, liquidity. So ito rin yung question. Morgan, pwede bang i-redeem yan? Pwede ko bang i-withdraw? Yes, pwede pong i-withdraw yan. Hindi po problema yan. It is 100% liquid. You can redeem your investment anytime you want. Anytime you want, okay? But take note po, for early redemptions, may tinatawag tayong holding period. So kapag nag-invest tayo within the holding period, we will be charged with exit fees. But if we are redeeming beyond the holding period, we won't be charged with exit fees anymore. So ginawa lang po ito to discourage early redemption. To discourage early redemption. So take note lang po of the holding period, okay? So bottom line din dito, our goals, our investment is for long-term investment. That's why we are discouraging talaga to do early redemptions. And mutual funds, it's designed po talaga for long-term investment. Long-term growth po yan. Talagang palaki lang po yan ng palaki. Parang literal talaga na puno na tinanim natin. Aalagaan natin. So ganyan po talaga. Hindi po yan kagaya ng ibang investment na labas-pasok tayo. Hindi po. Para po yan tinatanim natin. Hindi naman natin aanihin kaagad-agad yung tinanim natin, di ba? Mas matagal nating tinanim, mas matagal nating diniligan, mas minahal natin, mas lalaki po yan as mas mamumunga. So, ganun po dapat yung logic when it comes to mutual fund investing. Okay, next one, tax exemption. Another good benefit po of mutual fund investing. Wala po tayong tax dito. It is exempted, subject na po yan sa batas natin, RA 8424. So, tax exemption na po yan, subject to final withholding tax. So, neto na po yan. What you see is what you get. kung nakita mo sa report mo sa statement of account, 20% ang kinita mo last year, di ba? 20%, ayan na po talaga. What you see is what you get. Net na po yan. So ito naman, ginawa po ng government to encourage the Filipino people to invest in our local market. Alam niyo po ba, not more than 1% siguro ng Pilipino ang nag-i-invest sa Philippine stock market. Not more than 1% po. Ang nakikinabang po sa atin ay foreigners. That's why the government is encouraging the people to invest po dito sa atin. So imagine, not more than 1%. And law of supply and demand lang naman po yan. So kapag dumami ng dumami, nag-i-invest sa market natin, mas lumalaki yung market natin, mas lumalago. Kaya ngayon po, ano pang hinihintay natin, di ba? Not more than 1%. Gusto nyo po ba nandun kayo sa minority o nasa majority? Di ba? Kitang-kita po natin yan. So next one, safety. Siyempre, this is very important as well. Safe ba yan? So siyempre, mutual fund investment po is regulated by a government body called the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission. The number one job po nila, the number one thing they do is to protect the investors. It's because alam naman natin, marami po dyan ng lalamang, maraming mga malicious o mga nang take advantage sa mga tao, sa mga hindi maalam. Kaya kadalasan maraming naloloko. So nandiyan po ang SEC, gumigit na para po dito sa mga ganitong bagay. And also, they check the auditors kung ginagawa ba nila yung mga audits nila. Tinitignan nila yung check and balance sa financial statements para po kitang-kita na fair and square po yan. So there you have it. That's the benefit of mutual fund investing. Hindi lang po yan, marami pa pong iba. Okay, moving forward naman, fund fact sheet or FFS. So ngayon naman, Morgan, okay na, maganda pala sa mutual funds. Saan naman ako mag-i-invest? Paano ko mahahanap? So ito pong FFS or fact sheets, ito po yung parang MF profile. Each mutual fund company, they have their own profile. They have their unique portfolio and unique design. So dyan po natin makikita. Kailangan nating tignan yung FFS para makita natin kung ano ang laman ng isang mutual fund company. So daanan lang po natin to very quickly para makakita natin, ma-appreciate natin, malaman natin how to analyze a fund fact sheet. So makita natin puro numbers, di ba? Don't worry, hindi naman po yan ganun ka-technical. So daanan lang natin. Dito sa taas, this is the net asset value per share. Ito yung presyo ng binibili mo. And this one nga pala is Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund. As of December 31 to 21, last year, the net asset value per share is 73 centavos. The asset under management is 2.4 billion. Ito po yung minamanage na fund ni Soldibo Strategic, 2.4 billion pesos. Nandito naman yung allocation niya. So asset allocation, it's invested sa 90% sa equities. It's because this is a stock fund, si Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund. And as you can see here, they cannot invest 100% of their AUM sa securities. At least 5 to 10% must be liquid. So dapat nasa mga cash and cash equivalents lang yan, mga safety na positions, savings. It's because kailangan na for their admin expenses, professional fees, operating expenses nila, and also may nagre-redeem naman po talaga. So hindi naman maganda kung huhugutin nila sa investment yung i-redeem, di ba? That's why may float po dyan at least 5 to 10%. Ito naman yung sectors, yung pagkakahimay-himay ng allocation. So nandyan po yan. At ito naman yung top 10, ito po yung individual stocks na pinag-i-investan ni Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund, and this is the top 10. 12% of the AUM is invested kay Ayala Corporation. 11% of it is invested kay Ayala Land, 10% kay SM Investment Corporation, and so on and so on. Okay? And also, there is another SEC restriction dito. 15% lang po ang maximum exposure per each stock. Hindi po pwedeng mag-invest 50% kay Jollibee dahil masarap ang chicken ni Jollibee. Hindi po ganoon. Maximum 15% lang. That's why it's highly diversified talaga. Okay? So moving forward, ano naman yung mga different types of mutual funds? So we have 4 different types of mutual funds po dito. Okay? Unang-una, bond fund and money market fund. So ito naman yung mga conservative type of investment. Ito yung mga naka-invest lang sa fixed income instruments. Mga mababagal lang po yan, dahan-dahan lang po yan. So ang pagkakaiba lang po nito, money market fund is a much shorter in terms of time horizon. A maximum 1 year lang po yan, money market fund. Bond fund naman, if you have long-term goals than that, like 1 to 3 years, may pera kang nasa bangko, 1,500,000, hindi mo naman alam kung kailan mo kakailanganin. indefinite, hindi mo alam. So imbis na it's just sitting in a bank account, you can invest it in bonds. It can earn more than what you're earning in a savings account. Alam niyo ba, si Soldibo Bond Fund last 2020, 8% po ang kinita last 2020. Number 1 po yun. Imagine, 8% po fixed income investment, tinalo pa yung Pag-ibig MP2. Di ba? So ito po, bond fund and money market fund. The average earning po historically ni bond fund is 6%. Money market fund naman 2%. Alam niyo po ba, si BDO, the giant company po, BDO Unibank, invested po siya sa isa sa ating mga money market fund. Imagine po, we're talking of about billions or trillions of pesos dito. So naka-invest po siya sa isang money market fund na nandito rin sa atin. Imagine po kung gaano karami yung pera na naka-float lang o nasa portfolio lang ng BDO, di ba? Imbes na nandun lang po yun, they're investing it in a money market fund. Kumikita at least 2%, maximum 2%, kaysa sa wala, hindi po ba? So ganyan po yung mga short-term na investment na tinatawag natin. Okay, number 3, stock funds. Ito naman po yung mga pang-aggressive for long-term investment, 5 years or more. Average earning po dito historically is 18% and this is per annum. Per annum po yan. And lastly, balance fund. So it's a combination of stocks and fixed income investment. That's why balance po yan. Meron pong high aggressive allocation, meron namang conservative na allocation lang. That's why it's a balance fund. This is designed for a moderate investor with an investment term of at least 3 to 5 years. And the average earning po dito historically is 12% per annum. So these are the different types of mutual fund investment. And guys, you can visit our website, investthetrampver.com, to know more about our funds. Pwede po natin yung himay-himayin sa iba't ibang types of funds, peso or dollars man po yan. Okay, so again, that's investthetrampver.com. So ngayon, di ba, kita natin how mutual fund works. Ano ba iba't ibang klase ng mutual fund? Naintindihan na po natin, di ba? Parang pa-clearer na po ng pa-clearer yung picture. Okay, so moving on, how do we earn naman through mutual fund investing? Morgan, paano naman kumikita dyan? So we earn in mutual funds through capital appreciation. Capital appreciation po yan. Imagine si Soldibo ngayon, 70 centavos per share. Alam niyo po ba, yung ibang strategic growth fund, nag 400 pesos na, 500 pesos per share na. Imagine si Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund is only at 70 centavos per share. So what if maging 10 pesos po yan in the next 10 years, di ba? So imagine po yung growth, yung appreciation, nabili mo ng ganito lang. So syempre in the next 10 years, mas mataas na ang value natin. Look at G-Invest. Yung mga funds po na nandun, di ba? 200 pesos per share. Imagine po natin. So that's how it works. It earns through capital appreciation. So para talaga yan, tinatanim natin, lumalaki ng lumalaki. So pwede tayong magtanim one time, big time. Pwedeng ganun lang, lump sum. Pero we can also do a different approach. This is the most disciplined. This is the disciplined one. And this is what we call peso cost averaging. So it is a strategy used by professionals when it comes to their investment portfolio. But don't worry, this is not technical. Discipline na po ang kailangan dito. So peso cost averaging, it simply means you are investing regularly with a regular amount, no matter what happened. Umulan man o bumagyo, magtatanim ako, mag-i-invest ako. Committed ako monthly, magtatabi ako 2,000 pesos, 5,000 pesos monthly. Peso cost averaging. So this is the best approach po when it comes to investing. We really have to do it consistently. Consistently po yan. Ang key po dito, imagine the market is moving all the time. It goes up, it goes down. So imagine if you do peso cost averaging. So you can capture different market prices. Diba? Kaya in the long run, ang dami po nating opportunity dito na nakuha. And if we're timing the market, we cannot really do that naman eh. We cannot find the dip. Hindi po talaga natin makikita. Hindi mo na ako mag-i-invest, bababa pa yan. Sige, baka mag-World War III na. Hindi mo na, ipit mo na. Saka na ako mag-i-invest, di ba? Hindi po dapat ganun. Regular po yan. Kung may invest kang gantong amount, do it regularly. Pwede mong himay-himayin. And ngayon naman, following the discipline, na di ba, yung income natin minus savings and investment is equals to expenses. Automatic na. Pagkakita natin ng pera, automatic nakatabi na po yan. So meron ngang iba naka-auto debit agreement pa. So that's peso cost averaging. So we have to do it regularly. That's the key po dito. Okay? So ngayon naman, ano yung mga mutual fund partners natin? Sino na ba yung mga product provider natin? Again, Rampver Financials is the biggest distributor of mutual fund investment in the country. And ito po yung mga partnerships na meron tayo. We have Atram, Sun Life, Soldibo Funds, FAMI, Pilequity, and BIMI, formerly known as PAMI. So this is also a luxury when it comes to Rampver Financials. You only need to talk to one person and we got it all covered for you. So with this partnership, we have around 60 to 70 mutual fund companies. Almost 90% of them in our country nandito na po sa Rampver Financials. And you only need to talk to one person. Imagine, di ba? Gusto mo mag-invest kay Soldibo, punta ka kay Soldibo. Pero gusto mo rin mag-invest kay Pilequity, pupunta ka na naman kay Pilequity. Punta ka naman kay Atram, kay Sunlight. With Rampver Financials, with IMG, no. You only talk to one person. We got it all for you. Para na po tayong nasa food court. Pwede na tayong tumingin-tingin dyan, lakad-lakad lang tayo. Nandyan na po yan lahat. And the best thing po dito, we know them all. We give unbiased solution. Wala po tayong produkto dito, ha? Wala po tayong produkto dito. Hindi ko po sasabihin na dito tayo, itong maganda, itong magaling. So, di ba, kung pupunta ka kay Atram, gano'n ang sasabihin na, dito tayo, dito ang magaling. Dito na lang dapat tayo. Dito po sa Rampver, we offer unbiased solution. Lahat po sila may kanya-kanyang edge, may kanya-kanyang characteristics, may kanya-kanya po silang advantage over each other. So, kilala po natin yan. It depends po talaga kung anong investment yung hinahanap nyo. When it comes to peso local equity fund, di ba? Si Atram at si Soldibo po yung mga best performing dyan. Ayan po yung mga top recommended natin. Alam niyo naman, si Atram Alpha last year is the #1 equity mutual fund in the market. 26% po si Atram Alpha. So when it comes to local stock fund, si Atram po ay yung go person natin, go-to guy natin. And we all know naman, si Atram also manages Soldibo funds. Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund is one of the top 10 in terms of performance last year, despite of the market not performing really well in negative side. Si Soldibo po one of the funds na nasa positive side last year. 2.63% yung return niya last year and beating its benchmark. 2.63%. Soldibo Bond Fund, #1 bond fund last 2020, and so on and so on. Okay, Sun Life naman, gusto mo mag-invest sa dollars, sa global funds. Sino po ang go-to guy natin? Sun Life po ang our recommended funds dito. They are the best when it comes to global funds. Alam niyo naman po, last year, kumita rin ng mga 20%, 10% yung mga global funds nila. Okay? Si BPI Investment, ayan po yung one of the oldest na dito sa industry. Sila rin po yung may pinakamalaking AUM. Sila yung may pinakamalaking minamanage dito. Isa na po sila sa isang pinakamatagal. And again, Pilam Strategic Growth Fund, nasa 400 pesos na, 500 pesos. Meron po mga funds yan na nag-start lang ng 1 peso. Ngayon, 15 pesos na, 20 pesos na, iba? Nag-times 20 na yung mga investment nila kung nasimulan nila. Si First Metro naman, may mga unique design po sila like consumer fund, may mga bond fund po silang mga magaganda rin ng performance, meron din po mga naka-invest sa global funds. And Pilequity po naman, sila yung one of the funds na merong pinakamagandang track record. Isa rin sila sa nauna dito sa merkado natin. And in fact, sila po yung nakasubaybay sa mga growth nila Jollibee, SM Globe. Kaya yung isang fund nila, from 1 peso to 50 peso ang naging appreciation. Imagine, times 50 na po yun in the last 20 to 30 years. Times 50 po yung naging appreciation. So they have the best track record. Sila yung isa sa pinakamatatagal. So ito naman yung mga new players natin sa market, yung mga makabago, may mga strategic na design, strategic approaches, si Atram and si Soldibo. So in fact, they are the best fund managers nga po in the last 5 to 6 years. They are called as the best fund managers in the last years. So these are our mutual fund partners and malaya po nating mapagpipili-pilian lahat yung mga partners natin. Okay, so ngayon naman as in investor, meron po tayong sample statement of accounts. How do we check our account? So it's with statement of accounts. And ngayon naman, kadalasan po nasa ISOA na po yan. So it's sent electronically through your email. So just an example, ano ba ang itsura ng isang statement of account? Ano ba ang nasa laman niya? Okay, so dito po natin makikita yung historical transactions natin, our paper loss and paper gains. So ang goal dito sa investment na to is for retirement fund. And the time horizon is 25 years. So retirement fund, mag-i-invest sila for 25 years. So this one is Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund. This is an actual statement of account of a client of us. Okay? As you can see here, wala po yung mga sensitive information niya like the name and the folio number. For the purpose of insurance, let's see how it works. So the investor invested 5,000 pesos last October 8, 2019. He bought Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund at 89 pesos per share in net asset value. Number of shares na nabili niya in that amount is 5,670. So the client here is committed to invest regularly. So as we can see here, a 15 and a 30, nag-invest siya ng 500 pesos. Another one, a 15 and a 30 naman ng November, nag-invest ulit siya ng 500 pesos. Every cut-off, di ba? A 15 and a 30. So bottom line, he is investing 1,000 pesos every month. So tuloy-tuloy lang po yan. 2019 siya nag-start. And then this one, 2020 happened. It's March 13, 2020. Yung market natin, bumaba na lang because the pandemic happened. 500 pesos, tuloy-tuloy lang. From 89 centavos per share, it's now 60 centavos per share. Tuloy-tuloy lang yan, 500 pesos every cut-off, 1,000 monthly. That's how committed he is. So nandito po sa baba, yung unit balance. So this is the balance shares, lower left side. Ito yung shares na meron siya dito, 21,000 shares. Current cost, ito yung principal or yung capital na pinasok niya dito. 16,000 na yung na-invest niya from the start. The current value is 15,200. So may 800 pesos na paper loss dito si client. But it is understandable because we are in the middle of the pandemic. It's in the middle of the pandemic at this moment in time. So it's August 2021. So again, the total is 16,000 and the market value is 15,200. So continue po natin yan, 25 years. Let's follow his journey, the path to his retirement fund. So the goal again is 25 years. So let's project it. So 5,000 pesos po yung principal amount, 1,000 monthly deposit in 300 months or 25 years. So assuming the projected annual rate is 15%, and annual po yan. How much will it be? So, ang total principal po ng 1,000 pesos lang per month will be 305,000. So, overall po, 305,000 yung papasok dito. Pero ito po in a continuous process. So, the interest amount po that he can gain over time is 2.3 million pesos. Maturity value or the total market value after 25 years will be 2.6 billion pesos. 2.6 million pesos, I'm sorry. So again, this is only a projection. It can be lower than that or it can be higher than that. It depends po sa market performance in the last 25 years. So again, the key here is the continuous process. Do it consistently. Do it consistently. So you can visit our website, Rampver Calculator. So this is the website, rampver.com/projection. Or i-google nyo lang po, Rampver Calculator, lalabas na po yan. Ganun na po tayong kasikat ngayon. Rampver Calculator, just simply search it sa Google. You can plot your own strategy tuwing kailan ka mag-invest, monthly, quarterly, magkano i-invest mo, magkano ang initial investment, saan ka mag-invest, gaano katagal, you can plot it, you can design it yourself. So para po may calculator tayo when it comes to our investment journey. Okay. Moving on naman, 3 easy steps to open a mutual fund account. This is very easy na po ngayon. In fact, we can do some of this online na because we have pivoted to the pandemic already. So again, as an IMG member, you have an IMG portal. You can invest 100% online with Soldibo funds. But if you want to diversify your portfolio, you want to touch different investment platform, you want to reach different, you want to invest in different funds. You want to go outside Soldibo, you want to go outside the IMG portal. So ito po yung procedure. So just fill out the application form and prepare the requirements. So you can visit our website, nandun po yung mga requirements na kailangan, nandun po yung list ng mga kailangan natin, at yung requirements to valid government IDs and 3 specimen signature po yan, the tax identification number. So sa una lang naman po itong mga requirements na ito. So again guys, we are buying a paper asset here. We are actually buying a property here. Imagine bumibili tayo ng lupa. 'Di ba? Maraming requirements, may mga pipirmahan. So totoong property po ito, nakapangalan sa atin, shareholder tayo. That's why in the first place, kailangan po itong mga requirements na ito. So we are buying an actual property here, nakapangalan po sa atin. But moving forward po after that, and ngayon naman we can do it online, we can submit everything online din naman. I will give my email naman po, and I will also give our centralized email by the end of the presentation so we can help you. So pwede rin po yan. Okay? And ang maganda rin po dito, yung pirma, yung signature, that's make it very legitimate, di ba? And that makes it very secure din. Imagine natin sa cellphone natin ngayon, mga GCash natin, online banking, makatulog ka lang. Pwede na yung buksan ng misis mo, di ba? Pwede nang buksan through fingerprint. Pwede kang pasahan. Dito po hindi magagawa, hindi po madadaya yung pirma. Kahit anong mangyari, kailangan yung pirma mo dito. Wala na po dito ng fingerprint. So that's why it gives higher security. Di ba? It makes it more legitimate and mas maganda yung documentized din po dito. Kasi we are really buying a property here. Shareholder po talaga tayo. Okay. So next step, fund your investment through IMG cashier or IMG bank account, or you can also give deposit it to direct bank accounts of the mutual fund companies. And lastly, once everything is okay, i-consolidate lang po natin yan and we have to submit it sa IMG para po sa processing. Okay, so feel free to email imginquiries@rampver.com. So I'm one of the personnel who manages this email, so we can help you. So pwede po namin kayong i-assist. Sir, okay na po ba ito? Kompleto na po ba? So gusto ko pong mag-open kay Atram. Ano pong kailangan ko? We'll send you an email. We will assist you from there. Okay? So very important then, please take note before submitting everything po, lalo na po sa mga OFW. Make sure it is verified and checked first before you submit the originally signed documents. Para po sure na okay na po yan before you submit it. So moving forward, alam naman po natin lahat to. One of the benefit as an IMG member. So I think this is benefit number 16 or 19 as far as I remember. So we are subject to 0% sales loan. So waived na po yan. So this is one of the benefit. I've mentioned earlier, since someone will manage your money, so we have to pay professional fees. But as an IMG member, waive po yung isa doon. That's the transaction fee or the entrance fee. 0% po yan, lifetime na po yan. Lifetime. Imagine around 2 to 3% you invest consistently, di ba? So yung 2 to 3% po yan, di ba? If you do it consistently. So di ba, ngayon po waived na po yan, 0% lifetime benefit niyo na po yan. Okay. So moving forward, ano naman po yung mga recommended products natin? So ito po, we made it even easier for you. Our top recommended funds in different criteria, in different category. May stock fund, may balance fund, may bond fund, may dollars. So our top recommended stock fund is Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund and Atram Alpha Opportunity Fund. So this one is a moderate to aggressive type of investment, si Soldibo. Si Atram naman, if you want higher risk, so Atram is considered as a highly aggressive type of investment. So 5 to 10 years po ang time horizon dito. The minimum initial investment is 1,000 pesos. If you want a balance fund, nasa moderate type po kayo. So balance fund for 3 to 5 years is Atram Unicapital. So 1,000 pesos lang din po ang minimum initial investment. And number 4, if you want a conservative type of investment, gusto niyo ng bond fund, si Soldibo Bond Fund po, good for at least 1 to 3 years. Dollar funds, may dollars tayo gusto nating invest. Sunlight Prosperity World Voyager Fund po yung aming top recommended. It has been the top performing in the last 3 to 4 years. $1,000 po yung minimum initial. Our website, nandito po ulit siya, invest.rampver.com, lower left side. I think I've got this covered already, the recommended products of Rampver. So again, just visit our website. It's in the lower left side, invest.rampver.com. Andyan po yung ating mga top recommendations. Pwede rin po nating himay-himayin yan in different category. So nandyan po lahat ng information. Okay. So ito po, I will just like to showcase this one. Our top performing funds last 2020-2021, the year-end performance. So as I've mentioned kanina, Soldibo Strategic Growth Fund is one of the top performing. It ended in a positive side despite of the market being in a negative side. So 2.63% po ang year-end performance ni Soldibo, beating the benchmark. And number 2, si Atram Alpha, the number 1 peso equity fund last year, 26.36% po yung year-end performance niya. Alam niyo po ba ngayon si Atram Alpha, nasa negative 15% po siya ngayon because of what happened to the war. So imagine, nagtapos po siya ng ganyang kalaki yung interest na nakuha niya last year. At ngayon, we are in the first quarter of 2022, nasa negative side na naman yung market natin. Di ba patapos na yung COVID, ito naman yung nangyari, yung Ukraine and Russia war. So somehow we got affected po with that. Pero hindi naman po tayo majority na talagang overall maapektuhan po talaga nung war na yan. Unless magka World War III. So it's a good time din po to invest in our stock, in our local funds, in our local equities. Kasi mababa po yung market natin, and in the long run naman, hindi naman talaga tayo masyado maapektuhan po nun. So these are just sentiments happening in the market right now. Pero the real deal po is in the Western countries. So kaya po ngayon, what we advise is we don't avoid global funds po muna for now. Avoid global funds muna for now. But if you want to continue, if you really want to invest sa global funds, we won't stop you. Okay, we won't stop you, but the best approach po siguro na gagawin natin if you really want to do it, wag po nating ilagay po yan at once. What we can do it 25, 25, 25. Hati-hatiin po natin yan because we don't know what will happen pa. So hati-hatiin po muna natin bago po tayo mag-all in. So I think that's the best approach po considering what's happening right now. So ito naman yung mga top performing global funds last 2021. Also our top recommended. So Sun Life World Voyager Fund, so a dollar denominated fund, 10.69% po siya last year. Year-end performance. And ito naman, Sun Life World Equity Index Feeder Fund. You want to invest in global funds but you don't have any dollars. Don't worry po, may peso na rin tayo. 50,000 pesos po ang minimum initial investment. You can invest sa World Equity Index Feeder Fund ni Sun Life. So invested po yan worldwide using your peso. So last year, 25.56% yung year-end performance niya. And also adding to that, let's also consider the other things like the interest rate hikes na mangyayari sa US. Kasi baka pataas po ng pataas yung interest rate and that's not good for the stock market. Kasi pwedeng maglipatan yun. So one consideration din po yun. And another consideration, all-time high po ang ang inflation rate ng US. Hindi lang po tayo nakakaramdam ng pagtaas ng presyo ng bilihin. In fact, nasa decent area pa nga po tayo. 2 to 3%, 4 to 5%, decent area pa po yun. Ang US po, nasa 7% po ang interest rate nila. Yung iba pong bansa, nasa 200% ang interest rate. Nagdoble, nagtriple po yung mga presyo ng bilihin. So far so good. We are in a decent area. We are just affected po nito nangyari sa gasoline. But I think, ito, magkaka-rollback daw tayo bukas ng medyo malaki-laki, medyo makakahinga-hinga tayo. Sino na po ba mga nakapagpa-full tank dito para po sa mga may sasakyan? So ngayon, medyo bababa po yung gasolina ulit natin tomorrow. May big time price hike, pagbaba po bukas. Okay. So just adding to the considerations. And we're almost done na po sa presentation. Daanan lang po natin itong FAQs about mutual funds. So first question, how much will I earn if I invest in mutual funds? Are the returns guaranteed? Sure ball ba yan? Sigurado ba yan? Yung kikitain ko fixed ba? So the answer is no. It's not a fixed income investment. It's not guaranteed return. Performance, market risk. The market is open every weekdays. So the performance or the returns will be in accordance with the performance of the market. So how will it perform? So doon po tayo magbe-base. So every day po it can go up, it can go down. That's why the market is hindi po yan market timing talaga. Talagang it's our time in the market. Gaano katagal tayong nasa market? In 10 years, 15 years, imagine po natin ganyan pa rin kaya tayo. Ganyan pa rin po kaya tayo in 10 years or 15 years? Ganito pa kaya yung economy natin? Di ba? Magyayamanan na lang naman na magyayamanan yung mga kumpanya na yan. Lahat naman tayo bumibili, gumagastos, yayaman lang din yan. So ngayon, are we going to be part of it or are we just going to be a consumer? Di ba? So that's the approach ko. That's the one of the mindset na maganda rin tignan natin. Number 2, will my investment lapse or expire if I cannot invest monthly? Morgan, nag-invest akong 50,000 pesos. Babalikan ko siya after 35 years. Pwede ba yun? Mag-expire ba yan o mawawala ba yung investment ko? So wala po, open-ended investment po yan, wala pong lapsing period, walang expiry date. Para po talaga siyang puno o halaman. Pwede mong itanim, pwede mong balikan yan after many, many years. So no, there are no lapsing periods or expiry dates. Another benefit po dito, it doesn't require or they don't require strict investment schedule. Hindi po natin kailangan magbayad monthly. Maraming nagtatanong, magkano bang monthly dapat yan? So wala pong ganun. This is a flexible investment plan. You can invest anytime you want. You can redeem anytime you want. That's why it requires self-discipline. Pwede kang maghulog every quarter, pwede kang maghulog every month, pwedeng araw-araw, nakadepende po sa inyo. Kung may extra kang kinita, imbes na itago mo o gastusin mo, gusto mong i-invest, pwede po yan. So, flexible investment plan. How long is the maturity period? So again, this is not a fixed income investment. It doesn't mature. It's subject to the market risk, market performance. It's performing every trading day. So wala pong maturity po dito. But if you want to see the performance o para gusto nating maramdaman yung growth ng investment natin, so mag-ano po tayo, doon po tayo tumingin sa recommended length of stay. That's why may recommendation po tayo. Kasi at the very least, dyan po natin makikita yung performance ng investment natin. Sa stock fund, at least 5 years. Sa mga balance fund, at least 2 to 3 years. Sa mga money market fund naman, 1 year. So, ayan po yung recommended of stay para ma-maximize natin yung earnings. Next one, can I tell the fund manager what to buy or sell? Mr. Fund Manager, bumili ka ngayon ng Jollibee o ng Globe PLDT. Hindi po natin pwedeng gawin yan. Okay? The fund manager will follow the investment parameters, its objectives, and its policies. May sinusunod po sila. Hindi po sila nagbabase sa emotion. Okay? Tulad po ni Soldibo, nakalagay po sa objectives nila, investing in local equities. That's why, bakit hindi nag-invest sa Moderna o sa Pfizer nung naggawa ng vaccine? It's because it's outside of their objectives and parameters. Hindi po nila pwedeng gawin. So, may sinusunod po silang ganun. Okay? Next one is my investment covered by the PDIC. So, straight and simple answer, it's not covered by the PDIC. Why is that? It is not a bank product. It is an investment product and it's not covered by the PDIC. And last but not the least, what if something happens to me? May investment ka and something happened, ano mangyayari sa investment mo? So, your investment will be under your estate. At it will be distributed in your heirs accordingly. Kung ikaw ay single, it will go to your parents and your siblings. Kung ikaw naman ay pamilyado, your immediate heirs are your spouse and your children. So mapupunta po yan sa estate, dadaan po yan sa gobyerno, iipunin po lahat ng assets natin. However, it will be subject to estate tax. So bago po makuha itong mga assets ng isang deceased investors, the family must pay 6% na estate tax. 6% po yan, fixed na po yung estate tax. Okay? That's why maganda rin pong i-consider na may ka-joint or maganda rin pong i-consider na meron tayong in-trust for account or FAO, may beneficiary, pwede rin po yan. And always remember din po, dapat nasa last will din po natin yung mga ganitong assets para pag nawala na po tayo sa mundo, di ba? Hindi po mag-aaway-away o magtatalo-talo ang pamilya natin sa mga maiiwanan natin. And another bottom line din po dito, that's why we also have to consider other financial products. So we have to have the right financial tools depending on the financial need. Di ba? Kailangan natin ang pang-hospital, kailangan may nagkasakit. Hindi naman tayo kukuha sa ating investment. Hindi naman tayo bubunot dyan. So, dapat meron tayong financial product. Tulad po ng mga HMOs natin, life insurance natin, medical insurance natin. So, we have to have the right tools, right product po, depending sa ating pangangailangan. Okay? And again, allow me to promote our YouTube channel. I'm again inviting everyone to be part of our growing channel. So subscribe po kayo sa aming YouTube channel, Rampver Financials. And another one, this just came in. We are now in TikTok. So hindi nyo pa po ako makikitang sumasayaw dyan. Wala pa pong sumasayaw sa amin dyan. So bagong-bago lang po ito, and let me invite everyone. So follow nyo po yung TikTok page namin para po hindi lang mga sumasayaw ang nakikita natin sa TikTok, di ba? May mga financial advices na rin tayo makikita. Bagong-bago lang po yan. So screenshot nyo po itong slide na ito, or punta po kayo sa TikTok nyo, balikan nyo po ito mamaya. Follow us, be part of our growing family.